The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play.
Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll try to pop the draw. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll go right back to it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. But get off the football. Don't allow...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Oh, they really could have. That catch there, physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. To the air on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quarterback adapting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete to the right.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, right down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They try to pop a run on the draw.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flips it out to the back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Turning it on! Picks up the first down. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Let's. Jackrabbit.
Trying to do it on the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
Finds a spot in the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnover.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion, deep
unleashes one deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Aggies.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Aggies want to move quickly. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They're working that left side. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, they didn't get the field goal there, but still a 22-point lead to work with.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Looking to throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Texas A&M, 28, Florida, 12.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Working that left side. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A little release to the back. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Going right to work up top. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He probably want that throwback.
The 12 makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Into the end zone. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Gators in the hurry-up. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
On the year, he's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll set up to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They're down just 8. Man, it's nice to cash in opportunities like that, moving it 15 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Direct snap. Steps away to find some room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Woodhead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Gators will hustle from the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's a heat. Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete to the left. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's got him. Brings him to the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give out of the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
This game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And the defense got it.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have that catch. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turning it on! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he throws another interception. Bringing it back. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, This is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another...